Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Ana, where we share with you a lot of interesting and useful information from Benidorm town and Spain in general. Today, as every Monday and Friday, it's time for the latest news update from Spain. We have quite a few interesting news today, so make sure you stay up until the end. First of all, we're going to be talking about ETIAS, which is a visa waiver, and what is happening with the new date, what is actually going on, what the price will be approximately for it, and everything that you should know. Second of all, we will be talking about what is happening with the driver's license of British residents here in Spain. What are the latest news and the update on the situation, and if British residents in Spain will finally be able to change the driver's license to a Spanish one without the necessity of a practice exam and paying extra money obviously for it. And first of all, let's talk about the situation. As you all know, we don't talk about COVID any longer. We don't talk about monkeypox. All the news right now are about tourism, about politics issues, about the fire that is happening in Spain in still quite a lot of regions. Basically, these are like the topic news right now. And also about the strikes of EasyJet. You know that EasyJet company, they've had quite a few issues with the company, as well as a lot of others airline companies, especially after COVID. All of them wanted to return to their salaries that were pre-pandemics, now that they've recovered fully the work that they used to have and even more right now. But not all companies accepted this change, and basically the salaries remained the same, and they had more work than during pandemics, obviously. So EasyJet, Ryanair, and some other companies were on strike. What is happening right now is that EasyJet had a few days during the weekend of strikes, especially these were affected in Barcelona airport and in Mallorca airport in Balearic Islands. There were approximately 8 flights cancelled the previous day. A few of them were in Barcelona, just 2 more or less, and the rest of them were in Mallorca. The flights concerning British destinations that were cancelled were Birmingham and Belfast. And then others like Italy, Switzerland, and some more countries. But British ones were Birmingham and Belfast, sadly. So quite a lot of people that are traveling from UK towards Mallorca have found that their flights were delayed or cancelled, but it's not something massive. Just depends on the luck, I guess. Some flights are going on time, but some of them are delayed. This is due to the pilot strike right now. It's not due to the cabin crew any longer as it used to be. It's due to pilot strike because they also want their salaries to be increased right now. Surprise, surprise. Obviously, they work so hard. They've been studying so much to be where they are. And now when they have so much work, because there is a lack of pilots as well, they want the money for it that they deserve, for bringing people safe from one destination to the other. What else could we ask? And what they were doing is they have a few days on strike. And right now, from 27th to 29th of August, so 27, 28, and 29 of August, there's going to be new pilot strikes reaching Barcelona and Mallorca. So there might be way more flights cancelled. Bear that in mind if you're traveling to these 2 destinations. Alicante airport is not as affected. Here we do have some queues, especially when several flights come at the same proximate time. But it's not something major. It's not something massive. It's not something that makes people to lose their flight or something like this. These are just typical queues at the end of August, in the busiest month of the year here in Spain. So it's something we need to be prepared for. Go relax, to get some bottle of water, some drink, Just know that it's something that you might cope with depending on the hour when you are departing or arriving to the Alicante airport. There might be more or less people in the queue, but just be prepared for that just in case. This is basically the situation. We still have a few weeks of really busy tourism here in the zone, but everyone are happy. People are back to work. Hotels are really excited about it. So we don't really see a massive difference towards the negative side. Everything is fine. September is looking very good, November as well, and then many hotels will close for the winter, which I will cover up with you all this information towards October month, so that you would know which hotels are remaining open during winter months and which one will be closing this year, because this year will be quite different with a lot of changes for the third age tourism. This is basically the situation for the day of today, Monday, 22nd of August. The second news that I wanted to share with you all is what's happening with UK and Spain in terms of British residents in Spain. UK has been trying for months and months to talk to Spain to make sure that British residents in Spain would be able to change their driver's license. In the first 6 months, there is a maximum of time of 6 months to change the driver's license, and here to a Spanish one, to equivalent of a Spanish one, without the need of passing the practice exam, which obviously has an extra cost. It's around between 109 125 euros depending where you actually go, but the prices are more or less these ones. Obviously then when you change it in the traffic, in the police department, you also need to put a specific tax, you need to pay for your photo, like, you know, there's a lot of different extras to it. But basically, there has been a really strong negotiation between UK and Spain. UK has reminded Spain as well that Spanish citizens, when they go to UK, they don't have any issues at all when it comes to driver's license or any kind of issues, you know, legal issues. They're not as strict. UK has been talking about this after Brexit with 24 countries more or less here in Europe, so that they would allow British citizens to change their driver's license. Those who live permanently in other countries abroad here in Europe, without the necessity of a practice exam. Nothing at all. Just pay money, change it, and that's it. Pay the tax, I mean. So no extra exams needed. All the countries except Spain. Spain is the only country from Europe that still requires a practical test, practice exam, to change the driver's license, which is not good. There's been U-turns, you know, there's been back and forth here. It's like a string, you know, whoever pulls it, it changes the dynamic. So it's been months and months that they were trying to negotiate, but finally the UK and Spain actually has said that they finished the negotiation, and in a couple of weeks hopefully Spain will put the official reform, the official law, where it will state that UK residents will be able to change their driver's license here in Spain without any kind of practical test at all. So let's hope it's going to be the case, because I know a lot of British living here in Spain permanently, those who did not change their driver's license, they're waiting for this new modification to come in place so they could do it easily without a practice exam, because during the practice exam you need to talk quite well in Spanish as well, you know, and if it's not the case, you'll have it really difficult, which is why they're waiting for it desperately, and it means that they cannot legally drive in here, which is not good at all. So hopefully Spain will finally allow this new modification so that people would be able to change their driver's license easily here in the country. And the last news that I wanted to share with you all is, of course, about the visa waiver ETIAS. We were all talking about it quite a while ago when we knew the exact date when this will come in place, which was May 2023. For those of you who don't know, ETIAS will be a visa waiver. There is an official website for it as well, Visa ETIAS. I'm going to put it right here on the screen. And it has all the information that you need to know in different languages, so you can check it out. Basically, it's for all third countries that are not in European Union or in the Schengen zone, that before did not need any kind of visa to travel to all our area, like European Union, Schengen zone mostly, plus another 4 countries that are in a process of getting to the Schengen zone. And right now, in order to keep track basically of people who are traveling, they've created this ETIAS thing, which is basically a registry form. You need to register on the website. You pay a fee. By the way, we know that it's already €7 or £6, I think more or less it is. and this fee is paid only once, and this ETIAS visa waiver will be valid for 3 years or up until your passport will basically have its due date, whatever happens earlier. If not, the maximum time is 3 years of it being valid. Then you need to ask for another one and pay another €7. It's not such a high amount, and basically it's just a registry form, and that's it. It's approved really quickly. It's being sent to your email, to your phone, and with that one you are able to freely travel as you were doing before as tourists. So the previous date was May 2023, and they were giving 6 months of the adaptation period when they would be asking people for a ETIAS visa waiver, but if someone doesn't have it, they would not get a fine, they would not be denied their entry, they'll just be informed that ETIAS waiver has already started. Next time, please register on the website. That's basically it. However, right now, I suppose that they did not manage to do all the arrangements on time, or they did not manage to unify all the European countries, like, in the Schengen zone, all the system, because they've officially postponed the obligatory ETIAS visa waiver up until November 2023. So more than a year is still left for you to travel without the necessity of registering in ETIAS. I know some people might say that it's really difficult, that it's like a silly thing to do, that it's one more negative point to travel to Spain, but I mean, it's not something as hard. You just put your travel details, your passport details, you pay €7 fee, and that's it. That's really as easy as it is. Just in a few minutes you'll get your visa waiver and you can travel as you did previously. But the good thing is that up until November 2023 you won't need to do so, and who knows, maybe even more than that, because all these big international, that covers like a lot of different countries, these type of documents, they tend to be really complicated, and so that everyone would work simultaneously and all the systems will be coordinated, it takes a lot of time, a lot of work, which is why I'm not surprised that they postponed it up until November. By the way, a lot of people are asking and have doubts about what's going to happen with children. So basically the visa waiver is £6, €7 per person. However, children, even though you register, you don't need to pay any kind of fee for them, so it's free of charge. Only people for older than 18 years old, basically adults, will need to pay for this fee. But so far, this is not even the case up until November next year, 2020. I have all the list of the countries where you will need this visa waiver starting from end of 2023, which include Greece, include Spain, include a lot of other countries. You can check that website and see if it will be needed for your holidays starting from November next year or not. And now let's talk about the weather. What is happening in the country right now, and what weather is waiting for all those of you who are coming to Spain shortly on your holidays. First of all, right now it's really hot. There is big humidity in the air, and it's actually really warm, even though there is a slight wind, but still staying on the sunshine, it's extremely hot, which is why today we are on a lovely terrace in here in the shade to be able to avoid direct sunlight. The weather, as you can see on this first map, there's going to be some clouds on north parts of Spain, and as the time passes, tomorrow, the day after, during all this week up until 27th, 28th of August, so basically for 7 more days, there's going to be more and more clouds coming to our area, and by the end of this week we'll have all this area cloudy, and it's going to be raining in northern parts of Spain. Here it should not be raining, but there will be some separate clouds every now and then, which is also really much appreciated due to the extreme heat still that we have in some regions in Spain, especially south parts and Canarian Islands. Talking about the heat, here you have the second map where you can see what the temperatures will be looking like the next couple of days. More or less they'll stay the same without any kind of major increases or decreases. And you can see that, for example, right here we will have around 31 degrees today. In Alicante we'll have around 31 as well. Barcelona 29, Granada 39 degrees, which is the warmest place today. Malaga 32, Sevilla 39 as well, but It's not as humid as it might be here, so it's tolerated slightly easier, just a little bit. Madrid 35, Murcia 33, Balearic Islands 32, Canarian 28 to 31, slightly warmer than it normally is, around 24, 27 degrees. And Valencia 31 degrees today. The water temperature will be around 27.9 degrees, basically 28 degrees, which is slightly less than the last couple of days, but it's normal. We're coming towards the end of August. And this is the warmest that the water will be getting this year. From now on, every couple of weeks, it will be decreasing slowly but surely. But here in Spain in general, up until even November month, you can swim perfectly in the Mediterranean Sea, especially here in Benidorm, where it's quite warm. These type of temperatures will be here with us for the rest of the week without any kind of major changes. So it's still very warm, it's still very sunny, it's not going to be raining, so you'll be able to have a perfect holidays here in Spain. Thank you all for watching, for being with us this Monday with the latest news update from Spain and Benidorm town. I wish you a positive and light beginning of a new work week, and we'll see each other on Wednesday with a new video from our sunny and lovely country. Bye!